Hello and welcome to Train Sim TV. Today we're going to be doing something which is based on what I would like to see down the line for TSW, and it's one for Midland Main Line. It's what I would like to see is the Class 170 inputted into the timetable to boost the services some more and give quite a big chunk of services to the route. I would say. You'd get it in two places. You'd get it between Nottingham and Derby, and you'd also get the 170 between Syston and Leicester doing the Stansted services. So it would bring a fair bit of gameplay. Now, at the minute, it is not supported. I'm doing this by dropping it in on free roam and just running it in between the timetable. So I'm actually doing it on a normal time. So I actually set up the right time. It would be 11:07 off Nottingham. And we'll run it through to Derby. We're going to be calling it Beeston and Long Eaton as well, before calling into Derby. It's not a long run, but it's just something I think we should like to hope and see one day. I mean, as well, East Coast Main Line as well between Grantham. Is it Grantham? No, it's not Grantham. It's just outside of Peterborough. Sorry, really. It's the stuff that basically comes off from Syston and goes that way through. So I can't remember. There's a junction. I can't remember what it's called, but down that way again is something I'd like to see. But yeah. Let's get straight in with this one. So, pause. Now, I've figured out how to put the AWS on. So, for those of you that watched the last video, I totally forgot that there is a switch on the back wall. Fancy that, eh? Imagine turning around and missing switches. So, as if by magic, look, it works. So there was no issues with the AWS, it was me, it was a skill issue. I've also figured out what this is, and I've found out from John on Track Simulation. This is to do with guarding. So you put your key in there, and then you do the doors out of the cab. So that's what that's for. So I've learned a couple of things since the last video. Quite basic things, I should have sort of known these really, shouldn't I? But there we go. Now I've got a sound mod in today. It's one from Bescott and Bell, and it is this one. I'll just show you. So if you go into TS Community, it's only just come out today, so I've not even listened to it yet. It's this one here. So it's the WMR XE Class 170 sound mod. All it does is, as a new buzzer, balances the cab audio, engine and run sounds, new door audio, and new AWS sounds. And all you need is the actual 170. You don't need anything else for this. I will link this in the description for anyone that wishes to download it. So just make note of that one. And what I'll do now, I'm just going to get rid of the music in the background of the video, just to let you guys hear everything that's going on. So there's no new horns or anything like that, but apparently it balances the audio in the cab. So I think it makes it a little bit louder in the idle in here actually. Now, what I will do, come out here and have a listen to the doors. So, what it said was on the doors, was it buzzer or was it with a beeping? Hang on, I can't quite remember what I just read out. So, new door audio. So, whether it's new, sort of like beeping noises when it opens, or it's the clunking sound, I'm not quite sure. It just says new door sound, so it could even be doors closing audio, I'm not too sure yet. It says not in service at the minute. Whether that's going to change, I don't know when I set up the route. I haven't actually set the route up just yet for what we're doing. We're not due out just yet. We have a 3 car set, so this is a /6 variant. And this would have come in from Birmingham, terminated here. I've got the timings actually. So this came in, well, it would come in from Birmingham New Street, arrive here at 10:25 under 1 Delta 55, and this goes back out at 11:07. There's 1 Victor 08 back to Cardiff Central. So it does a fair journey. That'll go through obviously Birmingham. Potentially you could actually run this, then go on to the other timetable, run through, and then you've got 2 sort of parts of the run there. Right, so everything is set up on that side of things. That's fine. I'm just going to make sure that we've got some train lighting on, which we do now. Good. One thing I'm wondering is, do the lamps light up Oh, I thought I could have switched them then. I thought there was a little switch there, but oh, that's a shame. Interesting. Or whether they come on at night time, that's another question. The sphere, yeah. Hang on. No, I don't think they do. Never mind. Worth a try. Worth a try. Right, so we're going to set our route up. So, this would go into Derby platform. I have no idea what platform this will go into. Hang on a second, I'm looking at the wrong bit. 1107 to Cardiff, and it gets into Derby platform 3A. Platform 3A. I don't have to mess that set path. Try again. Basically, if you click off it, it doesn't. It won't work. So bear in mind, we're not going to see any other XC units, sadly, on this drive. It's just going to be us. Now, I don't have a which way it's taking us. It seems to be taking us the right way, actually, so I don't need to add any via points there. Good. We're due out of here in a moment, and as I say, we're going to be calling it Beeston and Long Eaton. So, forward. One thing it phases me here is as well when you open the windows. It's only when it gets to about 27% you're actually hearing the audio. Surely you'd be hearing some audio when you're getting there. It's open. It's a bit odd. I don't know. Right, let's listen to the door audio. See what's new. I think the clunking sounds when the doors, like when they're shutting, buzzer. I think it was a beep before, so it's actually a buzz now. I like that. It's good. Got new AWS as well, so I think it's the ping more than anything. We are good to go. I can hear running sound. I can hear more rumble off the bogies. A bit more noisy. It's good. Nice to be doing this on the MML, even if it's not official. As I say, hopefully we'll be able to do this properly one day. Or, if someone makes a timetable, even better. And if anyone, wherever comes, I'll be happy to see. Be grateful for anything at this point. How are you guys enjoying the pack anyway? If you've picked it up, don't forget there is like the cross city stuff. You can get it cheap still. It's $5.99. So if you're wanting this for that route, grab it. It's dead cheap. There's a bundle, I believe, as well. We didn't know about. That is new. You can hear that ping's definitely different. I like that. And the running sounds, I can definitely tell there's a difference in them. Sound a bit more heavier. We'll be calling it Beeston shortly, not too far away. Through to Lenton Junction. I don't think it's got any new running sounds or such or anything like that. It just basically balances the audio, so it might just sound a little bit different in the cab. It doesn't sound so repetitive in the drone, so like it has a bit more mixed better, I think. The word I'm looking for, even that probably doesn't make sense. It just sounds a bit more realistic in that department. Eastern Station is not too far away. Obviously, I've got nothing to tell us where it is, so I've got to sort of do a guesstimated judgment on this. Oh yeah, we're seeing Spratty sheds in there. Look as well, excellent. I see they're actually working also. Probably slow down a little bit earlier actually. I think it's the next bridge. Not this one now, it's the one after. That's in Beeston's trap panel loading yard. That's where they put the big panels of track onto the wagons, not onto the slinger wagons, but the ones that hold the track on its side. That's where all that gets put together. All I think they basically prefabricate it there and load the wagons up. Here comes the station. Other mods on here today are the MML route enhancement mod from Train Community. That's in there, so it adds a bit extra to the route, just extra bits of clutter and stuff. Sadly, it hasn't like, put Derby on front, so it basically is going to show not in service and a bit annoyingly, but never mind. Right, up is Long Eaton. Not too far, a couple of miles down the road through Attenborough and then Trent Junctions, and join up to the main Midland Main Line. We'll turn right at Trent Junction. Wait and see. Actually, I feel there's a even better chance of get it with a HST in the background. Excellent. Problem is, it does photo mode. It does some really weird LOD stuff with the HST. That's a bit annoying. I'm not more about to try and make it so it doesn't do balked. Not sure how I feel about that picture, to be fair. That HST sort of ruined it really with the weird LOD thing it does. Didn't realise it did that, to be honest. So, obviously, if these were added in like on an official basis, this would give you a good 20 or so minute drive, I reckon, between Nottingham and Derby itself. Depending if you get held or if you're at Trent Junction maybe as well, and all that. And then again, so that will give you the top part of the route. So that section there, and if you did the other bit where it came in from Syston, you get the small bit down there. So you get on it's a short run, but again, it's playability. Definitely worth having, in my opinion. What people want. I've seen so many people ask, is it on MML? Again, it would rely on Skyhook to do the work to do that, to get it in there. Or, as I said, if someone else made a timetable, like an external timetable, like a freeware one or something, to get them in. Definitely worth it, though. Slow it down for the junction. We've got the road across, but have we got the full road onto the actual Midland Main Line? Feels well at home here, doesn't it? Well suited. Yeah, I've got road. Oh, it's just changed. Such a slow junction, this. It's only 10 in this direction. I'm pretty sure it's 15 going the other way, I think. It's 30. That's a bold claim. I think it's 15 coming off the main that goes up. Better screen, yeah. Oh, we've been held. Oh, we're holding up HSTR. They will not be happy. Not happy at all. No, we can get the time just right. Bring it around a bit. Good. Cheetah photo. Well, I did think the sun might be a bit further around, but maybe not. Well, the sun coming around further than that, to be honest. Clearly it doesn't. Still a bit of brightness on it. I think the tinkering, I think that's probably going to be the best. Yeah. I do love the view of the power station. Makes a great screenshot. This is another thing I'd like to say. It's a shame that when you do like pre-roll injection, the timetable, it doesn't sort of like prioritize the timetable trains instead of yourself. It'd be nice if you could maybe like say, oh, I'm a passenger train, I'm a stopper train, I'm an express train, so we can sort of work the priority out a bit. Just things I'd like to see. I'll get a shift on because otherwise I'm going to be holding that express up. Next stop is just around this corner though. And this is Long Eaton. Came to the station many months and years ago when we were doing this route for Just Trains on Test Classic. We popped here for a bit of research on the way to the Christmas party. I'm not sure if the running sounds that sound like maybe the order has been taken from some wagons. Ah, a bit of era clash. Excellent. Oh, I'd turn that off to me. Maybe I didn't. Area clash and regional clash. Bit lost. I might have just deleted the formation I made for it, to be honest. Now this was technically booked here for 23 past departure, but I'm going to be nice and get moving again, just so we're not holding up that HST. Right, straight through to Derby now. It's a 7-mile run. This is where we can get some speed down. Listen to it, maybe it's more like Mark 1 sound or something I can hear in the background. Got a bit of a very faint rumble of like old Mark 1s or something, maybe just to give it a bit of extra heaviness. I could be wrong, it's just like it feels like when you hear it. Still, it adds a little bit extra to it anyways. It doesn't sound so repetitive, the audio. Which is, I would recommend, if you're a PC player, I would recommend grabbing the mod and having a listen for yourself and see what you think. Will be good for 100 miles per hour down this section, as far as I'm aware. I think it's 100 down here. I did see a speed sign though for 80 earlier, unless I've just missed one. I was just looking at my phone for something. I will take it as 100. We can't do HST speed. I'm sure someone can prove me wrong if I'm wrong anyway. That's if we see 100. I don't know if we'll see 100 to be honest. I'm going to drop down to 85 very shortly. We're nearly at Spondon. It's a nice change on. I mean, obviously you can drive the 158 down here, and obviously you can go and jump in. You can, if you know the timings, you can find the timings for these services. Just literally chuck it in and drive it. It doesn't feel wrong. Although the only thing is you're not going to pass another one. I'm pretty certain when you drive one of these, you would pass one somewhere. It might even be Derby where they sort of meet each other, where one comes in, goes one way and goes back out the other, because it's basically they go in and back out again, change ends. We are just on the approach now to Derby, so not too far out. As you can see, it's fun. Free roam can be quite fun. If you've got the stuff, you can obviously run around things, you can work things out, and you can make some good fun. Whilst you're sort of waiting for a more long-term solution. Sailing to the station as well. Obviously, Derby being quite a busy area at the moment. The greatest gathering is taking place at the end of the week. So at the moment, there's all sorts going on around the station. So I know they put loads of railings around the platforms to stop people from getting too close to the edge, like a little prison. But no, there's all sorts of moves going on. Obviously, locos arriving, going into Litchurch Lane to be marshalled into their spot for the displays. I thought it was also quite fitting that we come on a little drive down here. Well, thank you very much for watching. We have arrived at Derby. This is where this train will end, because it will go out and then go back the other way out of Derby, head towards Birmingham. Again, hopefully one day that this will arrive properly in the timetable, so we can only hope and pray that that does come. Fingers crossed Skyhook do have the time to do it. It would be a very nice addition. If not, hopefully someone do a timetable with it all in it. Until next time, folks, thank you very much for watching. Take care, and don't forget to like, share and subscribe. Hit your notification bell for future videos, and don't forget to find us on Twitch on a Monday and Friday for various train sim delights. Again, thank you very much for watching. Take care, and bye for now.